Hi everyone, this is Lynissa with Makers Avenue. Today we're doing the Make It MiniVerse Spaces, the ice cream shop. Right now all I have is the ice cream shop. I think I'll wait a little bit later to get the pizza shop after I figure out my storage situation. So I just really wanted the ice cream shop since I have a lot of ice cream ones that I made, and I think it's just so cute because it's all pastel. So I hope you enjoy watching me building it and putting it together. Towards the end, I'm gonna show you what does it look like with some mini dolls. Barbie is kind of too small for this space, but you could use other types of mini dolls, and it makes the space look so cute. I'm not gonna follow every single step. There's some things that I didn't do because I don't like the way it looks, like the shelves. So, but I'm going to do a little bit something different with this. So here's the materials. I wish they stapled the booklet. It's not a big thing. That's just like a small thing that they should have stapled the booklet. Anyway, as we move on. So after I'm just getting my pieces together for the flooring. This kit is very easy to put together. It doesn't really take that long. The size is comparable to the Row Life kits. However, I will say this is even easier than the Row Life because, of course, the Row Life you're putting more stuff together, but this is very easy. Probably won't even take an hour. Probably won't even take that much. So I'm just putting the double-sided tape on the floor. This kit is also very customizable. So even though I'm using the pink and white tiles, you can do all pink tiles. You can do all white tiles. You can actually use some of the other panels that they show for the walls. You can actually use that for tiles. So it's up to you. Um, I think I don't know how if the I think the double-sided tape will last. I don't think you now if you want to glue it down, you can, but if you ever decide to change your mind, I would just stick with the double-sided tape. So now I'm going to go in with the pink and white tiles. I'm going to keep it with that design cuz I think that's a cute design. And the both white and the pink tiles have this one tile with this square in the middle. If you are planning to connect, let's say you have both the pizza shop and the ice cream shop, and if you're planning to stack them on top of the other, then you want that corner tile to have the square in it. That's where your little pole is going to go so you can stack the two buildings. Now I have so as you can see, that's what I was just showing you there. I do not plan on stacking them. I could just put a normal tile in that place, and I might go back and do that. It doesn't really bother me. But since I'm not planning on stacking because the tape is double-sided, you can still, if you make a mistake, you still have opportunity to fix it and take pieces off. So that's a good thing with using the double-sided tape, and that is provided in the kit. Um, I'll admit that the my lines weren't they some of the lines were still kind of wonky putting these tiles in. They weren't perfect, but you really don't notice. It doesn't make a big deal if the tiles don't line up 100%. And I say that because what I'm saying is you still have space. Like, so if they're not 100% aligned up, it's still gonna fit. So don't worry too much about that. So yeah, this is pretty easy. Once you have your tape down, you just press and just follow the little, like if you want to, you could try to use a ruler. I don't think it's gonna make that much difference, but yeah. So I'm just putting them together. MGA is now selling these on their site, so you can't find them at Target. You can get them on their website. Target is what I've seen so far. Target is cheaper than their actual website. I was looking at the MGA TikTok, their live sale. I think on the live sale, this kit was like $25. On their site right now, I think it's around $22, and at Target it's like $19. So I'm don't know. I'm guessing Walmart is going to sell them eventually because I don't think this is an exclusive. If it was an exclusive, that wouldn't be sold on there. So I'm guessing it's not an exclusive. So I'm guessing Walmart will be selling them eventually. But I just noticed lately that Walmart has the highest prices when it comes to all the MiniVerse stuff. So they've been raising their prices a lot just around the board. So right now, it looks like the cheapest place to get it right now, hopefully it stays that way, is at Target. So just a heads up. So I didn't do every single tile. I didn't want you. You didn't have to watch. It's pretty much the same process of placing and sticking things down there. And we're done. As you can see, it doesn't perfectly align, but it's okay. You're not going to really notice it. Now we're going to go to the walls. Again, I really wish they stapled this booklet. It's a small thing. It's not a big deal, but it's just kind of something that gets on my nerves as like a journaler. So anyway, so we got these two walls. We have a wall with a door, and we have a solid wall. I'm going to work on the solid wall first. And then the yellow and white stripes, it's like a big old washi sticker. And so you're just going to take the top strip off, align it, and I'm going to get a little plastic card just to make sure there's no bubbles. And then there you go. Easy peasy. And I try to get it lined perfectly as I can. Of course, there's a little gap in between at the bottom, but again, no big deal because the other decoration is going to be on top of it and cover it. Now, you can decide if you want to keep that open door frame or if you want to use the other solid blue tile piece to make a solid wall. I don't know. I kind of kept the open door frame. I don't know why I kept it. I guess I just wanted to, but you could, now that I'm looking back at this, because I feel like the shelf is because I wanted to add multiple pieces of furniture in here, and I feel like the shelf was too bulky, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about later on. But I feel like maybe no, I can't really. I think even if I covered the door, and I put the shelf there, I still think it would have been too bulky. And to me, it didn't look right. So that was my only thing that I wasn't thrilled about this kit, was the shelf. For some reason, it's just the way it looks. It just looks big and massive compared to the rest of the furniture. So I didn't install the shelf. And I'm going to find some other ways to add a shelf or two. But I didn't personally add the shelf because it just looked too big and too bulky. And I wanted other pieces of furniture in my shop, and it wouldn't have been enough room. So now I'm taking this side panel, and you're just putting some double-sided tape. I have an extra piece, a bigger piece, so that way I would, just the whole thing will be more secure. And I'm attaching it to that wall, and you're gonna snap the pieces into the space. And that's pretty much it when it comes to assembling this. There's the shelf, and then there's the ice cream counter itself. So since I didn't do the shelf, unfortunately, I didn't get footage of that. But that's, when it comes to the room, that's it. It doesn't take that long at all. Now I'm going to install the ice cream counter, which is the same construction as the salad bar, and it's the same construction as the I can never pronounce that. We're going to say it's the takoyaki ice cream bar. However you pronounce it. I always make that word up. So anyway, it's the same assembly because it's the same exact counter. It's just in a different color. So I'm gonna put that together, and like I said, the furniture and the ice cream shop itself, very easy assembly, doesn't take long to do, so you don't have to worry, oh, I'm not good at no, it's very easy and very quickly. So I'm just snapping that into place, putting the shelves in, putting my glassware on top, and then I will put the ice cream containers and start decorating it. So after I post this video, which of course, once I post it, you'll be watching it. I plan on posting one more MiniVerse video. Well, I'll be posting more MiniVerse videos. But what I'm saying is I plan on posting the rest of my furniture, the MiniVerse Spaces furniture that I didn't get to open. Well, yeah, that I didn't get to open. So I'm going to open the rest of the ones that I have and show you how I decorate them and complete them and display them. So that's going to be a longer video. So far, what I'm creating is very cute. So as you can see, I'm trying to see where the shelves could go. They're just so bulky and big, and I want my other ice cream thing to be there. It's not going to be enough room. If the box was slightly larger, it'll work. So instead, I'm going to use the pink tile shelves. I'm going to cut them down, and I got me a little table from, I'm guessing, the spring. I'm going to put my washi stickers, the other decoration, and I may go through my stash eventually and find more ice cream related stickers and just like completely deck this room out. But yeah, I'm just putting my stickers where they go. But as for the pink shelves for the table, I'm going to make a bench for my little dolls to sit on, or people to sit on if they, they want to see. This is an ice cream shop. And so you'll see that later on. Right now, I'm just going to go through. And I have the ice cream palette there. I think the ice cream palette is just for looks. Again, it's not much that you can do in this space, but it's cute. I like the ice cream palette. So now I'm going to make my little bench, and I use a tool off screen to cut some of the shells. I think it's kind of like a miter. I can't remember the name of it. But I didn't cut through all the way. I just cut it kind of enough so it could snap where I needed it to snap. And so I'm using those cut off corners, and I'm making a little bench, and I'm using super glue, and I'll hold it in place for several seconds, and there's my little pink bench, and I love it, and it's so adorable. And then I cut the rest of the shells a little bit smaller. Now I haven't figured out how I'm going to attach those to the wall, but here's the little tool I was talking about. So I just used that. Like I said, it didn't cut all the way through, it just did enough where I could snap it. So once I figure out a way to attach the shells, I'll do that. I didn't do it in the video. I want to have some time to think. But now I'm taking the pieces that came with the kit, and I'm putting my ice cream in here. We got Neapolitan ice cream. We have mint chocolate. And of course, if you're like, me, you probably already have a lot of other different ice creams and a lot of other Sunday supplies because, MiniVerse has made a lot of ice cream capsules. So there's a lot. There's a lot that you can customize this any way you want. Ignore me dropping the ice cream on the floor. Good thing it's not real food. So I'm just taking some of my past ice cream creations, seeing which ones that I like in the space. I'm going to put them on my little tabletop, and See what other ingredients that I want. Now this is just some way of how I decorate it. What I don't have pictures later on, I decided like late at night, long after I filmed this, I did find some teeny tiny ice cream that I kind of put in some of the areas instead. And then once I figure out how to attach that shelf space, then I'll have a little bit more room to display like some ingredients, like some sprinkles. I think I ended up taking the sprinkles down, but for right now, I kept them up. So, what I have, if you want your stuff to stay in place, but you don't want to make it permanent, you can use poster putty. What I'm using is the stuff called museum tack. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just a little bit fancier than poster putty. Museum putty is like heavy duty because it's meant for displaying pieces of artwork in museums. So a lot of times galleries will use this stuff, so it's a bit stronger. So I'm using these little white pieces that looks like gum. That's what I'm putting under the pieces, so that way it doesn't move around when I'm moving this. But as soon as if you want to change stuff around, it's easy to take off. It doesn't leave a residue. So you can probably get that online or at an art store, or like I said, you just use regular sticky tack or poster putty. I don't like things to move around too much. The furniture, I would probably like the ice cream stands. Eventually, I'll probably put some museum putty underneath, but right now I'm not. So I'm just going to change out the waffle bowls and put the waffle bowls in the space, like as if, people are getting like a little ice cream bar and they have their options, and then you have the other fish ice cream on the other end, and everything looks so cute, and I absolutely love it and adore it. And I really love that little bench. It's perfect. You could probably you could always get another ice cream shop and make a larger space, because like I said, there's a lot of MiniVerse creations. So I probably won't do that because I don't have enough space, but it's a great idea. So here are some of the mini dolls. I have my Na surprise doll and my LOL surprise doll. As you can see, they are great sizes for this space. I also, so LOL surprise, probably Chelsea doll. Any of those miniature dolls would, fit well. If you have calico critters, those will go well in the space. There's also another doll that I got from Pop Mart. You'll see pictures at the end. Perfect size. So it looks, I forgot what they're called, but and they have one that's for ice cream, but I haven't pulled that. I only have 2 dolls, but the size and scale is perfect for this space, and you'll see pictures of it later. If you pull the ice cream one, I was hoping for the ice cream one for that reason, but I don't want to spend all that money. So anyway, this is how the space looks, and without the furniture and with the furniture and with the dolls, and I absolutely love it. Love this new idea with the furniture. It's just so cute. Everything is just so fun. So let me know if you put yours up. How are you liking it? And again, I'm going to bringing the rest of my MiniVerse furniture pieces, putting those together and decorating and showing you how to display those in my next video. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Thanks for your support. If you liked it, leave a comment, hit like, and I would appreciate if you subscribe. Thanks. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.